Hello everyone, this is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I go live every Tuesday morning. Did I say that I'm from Mesa, Arizona? Where it's gonna be a lovely day. It's not too hot today, 96. Next week, later in the week, it's gonna be like 108. I'm not quite ready for that, but that just gives us some time to stay inside and stamp. Good morning, Kay. Thanks for popping in. Today, I am sharing a fun card and little treat packet. Hey, Colleen, that I made with something from Stampin' Up's brand new annual catalog. And Trudy and Kathy, thanks everyone for popping in. And Sue. I bought this bundle with the hopes of creating both an in-person and a class to go. So you'll be seeing something that I've made with that. Good morning, Holly. Good morning, Gina. Everybody's here today. Yeah, the Arizona weather definitely has its strengths. Especially when it's warm. Good morning, Don. Thanks for popping in. So what I'm going to be using is Stampin' Up! Sweetest Cherries and the Cherry Builder Punch. So let me pop down to my workspace and I will show you what I've got going today. Quick note, tomorrow begins Stampin' Up's last chance sale for the January through June mini catalog, and there are lots of discounts on the items in that catalog, so you'll want to check that sale starting like 12:01 Mountain Time tonight, so be sure to check that. And it's the last day to sign up and get the in-color perks to get Stampin' Up! Starter kits, so contact me if you have information about that. But you can find Stampin' Up's Sweetest Cherries Bundle on page 19. It comes with the Sweetest Cherries photopolymer stamp set and the Cherry Builder Punch. When you buy them as a bundle, you get a 10% discount. So it's just a super, super sweet stamp set that allows you to, there's a birthday and a thank you and just a sweet friend saying on there as well. So I was looking for something really bright and cheery, so I brought in Stampin' Up's In Colors. And so this is the card I created, and as well as, of course, I couldn't go without the treat packet. So I will show you how I put these together. I just love the In Colors and how they work together. So that base is Tahitian Tide, and then we have Parakeet Party and Sweet Sorbet. So those are the colors that I used. You'll also notice, I know my friend Dawn is on here, and we share a huge love of glimmer paper, well, paper of any sorts. So I don't know, hopefully she's not gasping, but I just love, first of all, the glimmer paper makes it easy to put this card together, and then it just makes it so bright and cheery. Good morning, Wanda. Yes, and thanks everyone for sharing. So I have been on the lookout for anything cherry flavored. So I found these were at the $1.25 store. Good morning, Joan. The Very Cherry Jelly Belly drink mix. And I've found really an interesting array of other candies. So this card does use Stampin' Up 6x6 glimmer paper package, the 2022-2024 in colors. So you've got all the colors. Sweet Sorbet. Oh, look at that Parakeet Party. Awesome. Your Tahitian Tide and your Starry Sky. Just gorgeous. So you can tell I've gotten into that. And it also uses the 2022-2024 in color Baker's Twine, as well as the 6x6 in color designer series paper. Now, if you were to sign up to be a demonstrator, this is one of the packages you'd get free with that special ends tonight. Just gorgeous. Love the colors. And all right, so I will get started. here, I'll start with, let's do the treat packet first. So I'm sure you've seen the mini envelope pocket die. It's available in our new catalog. The die is such, and it has like little bows and tags and labels. Good morning, Kathy. Thanks for popping in. Just all kinds of things. So I've already cut this out with the die out of the 6x6 Designer Series paper pack. And you just fold on those two little lines, and then we'll put adhesive on it and put it together, and there's your treat packet. I mean, like how easy is that? So I'm going to bring in my tear and tape, and it uses, I've had this question, a 5.5 by 4 1/4 piece of cardstock for that. So the tear and tape just goes along this little edge right here. Yeah, you can either tear that or trim it. For some reason I don't tear well, but I can trim. And we'll put some on that end here. From Ohio, and thanks for sharing. I hope wherever you are, today is a great day. And how do you love this in color grid paper too? It's available to everybody now. Sweet sorbet. And I have a little bit of extra adhesive, so I just kind of fold it back on itself a little bit so it doesn't get in the way. And this is how easy. And gift card holders, treat packets. If you run a business card would fit in there, and then you can give a little treat with somebody. Good morning, Kathy Woolley. Thanks for popping in. So then I just have some here's my, the sweet sorbet cut with the layering circles. The Tahitian Tide cut with the stylish shapes. If you haven't seen those are awesome as well. Squares, tags. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus to put this. Sometimes we've had trouble with glimmer paper that you can't get the adhesives to stick to, but that works really well. Now we have to get our cherry. So I have cut so as not to waste a ton of glimmer paper, I've cut it so it's easy to go into that punch. So I guess I need my ruler. That's a strip about 1.5 inches. Good morning, Teresa. So here's the cherry builder. And the way I'm going to trim this off so it's easier. The way I have it, I can just slip my sweet sorbet glimmer paper in and stamp it as such, so I have that pieces everywhere. And then I have the here's the parakeet party, and it's probably a 1/2 inch, and that allows me to slip it in the top here. That's what these Stampin' Up's builder punches are so awesome, because you can see exactly where you're punching. So that's a 1/2 inch, so I won't waste a lot of glimmer paper, and I pop out the stem. And the same goes for the little leaf pieces, and here are the leaves on either side. Good morning, Brenda. Thanks for popping in. And so there we'll get one little leaf there. And then I'm using glue dots to put it together. This is the stem. And like I said, the adhesive works really, really well. And our stem, and then our cherry needs a little leaf. And it's getting to be, if it isn't already, it's getting to be cherry season. And cherry pies and cherry cobblers and cherry this and cherry everything. So I'm going to put that on my treat packet. I did pop this up with dimensionals. And I have, if you need some minis, I've got minis will work too. I'll use those here in a second. And just, my goodness, fighting with the dimensionals today. And just plop those on the back. I think we've talked about this before. I use all the pieces of those dimensionals. They go a long way. You bought some cherries. All right. I know you bake. What kind of good things did you bake, Brenda? So I popped that up, and then I've already done this ahead of time, but I took the hello from the Beauty of Friendship stamp set, and I embossed a little hello on there with the white embossing powder. So I'll use the little dimensionals. I called them babies the other day and during class, and but they're minis, super cute. You just ate them this go around. They were so good. Awesome. And I know you bake. All right. So there's that. And then just the last touch for this little cute treat packet is going to be that Sweet Sorbet Baker's twine. And I'm going to just tie a bunny ear bow and then put that on my cherry. And I've found cherry sour candies. I've found little like Tootsie Rolls that are cherry flavored. What else? I did see someone had Laffy Taffy. Anybody else have any cherry candy that we could use? I suppose jelly beans. All right. Hey, Sandy, thanks for popping in. And then you can make your bow kind of any size. Again, our handy dandy glue dots. You just take your finger and roll one and slip it in the back where the knot is. And I just love the way this glimmer paper really shines on here. Well, thank you, Sandy. I love cute. Okay, so there's that. All right. Cute, cute, cute. Now I'm ready to give this to somebody. I could put money in here and leave it as a little extra tip for a server or something. All right, well, let's move on to the card. Again, it's just basically the same thing that I did, except I added a little bit. So I cut a little rectangle from the Rectangles dies. And just if you want to know which rectangle that is, I'll measure it for you. It's 2.5 by 4. And then I'm going to take our Tahitian Tide ink and the blending brush and put just a teeny bit of ink on my brush. And when I use the blending brush, I start off so I don't get a big blob. And then I'm just going to work gently in circle, adding some color to this background. And it's not a lot. I don't know if you can see that. It's just a little bit, but it really takes the crisp white away and gives you just a little bit more of a colored background. And you can make this as dark as you want and fill in where you need to. But I always start off the page because then you don't get gloppy. Is that a word? I seem to make up words, gloppy. Okay, and then I've got the birthday wishes all set up here on the block with the Tahitian Tide ink. It doesn't look like I have my Stampin' Pierce mat, which would help, but sometimes with the just a sentiment, it'll be fine. Give it a quick practice. Looks good. And add the birthday wishes down here on the bottom. Who wouldn't want to get this fun and cheery card? There you go. All right, then I layered that on another piece of the Sweet Sorbet 6x6 pattern. Double-sided, you could choose any one. This looks like that might be good like for a basket. And so I cut it again with another stitched rectangle. So layering it just gives it some added fun to it. And that just goes on flat. And you can see just a little bit of design around the edge. Also, our Tahitian Tide base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. and another piece of the Parakeet Party 6x6 Designer Series pack. You could use the flower side or this. I like this side better. So you can choose whatever you want. And I always tell people in class, it's your card. You can do what you want with it. We usually call that going rogue. You can make it any way you want. But I'm working on a class to go with this and an in-person class for next week. Okay, we're dog sitting and he's having a little cough. I don't know if you heard that. And then that just goes right smack in the middle. I just think it's just so cheery. I love all the colors together. And we'll do what we did for the treat packet. Do I have enough left in my glimmer to do another cherry bottom? I do. So you see there's very, very little waste on there. Good morning, Linda. Thanks for popping in. And again, I've cut that so it fits in there so I don't waste a lot, because I love this glimmer paper and I want it to go a long way. And then I need a leaf. I thank everyone for popping in today. You can find me online at kimplayswithpaper.com, and there are videos on there, as well as shopping lists. And all right, and I did use glue dots. Let's see where the end is. Just very easy with the Cherry Builder, punch. You can, there's stamps, of course, that go with it, but this really caught my eye with the glimmer paper. And you can stamp, and there are lots of different things that I think we can do with this, and I will be exploring those in the coming weeks. I like to get a stamp set. Good morning, Wanda. Oh, you've already, sorry. You love the colors. I do. They really are fun. Sorry about that. I was trying to talk and craft at the same time, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. All right, and then I just kind of set that on an end. Get a little bit more of the baker's twine. I love Stampin' Up's. I think that's, well, that is what drew me to Stampin' Up in the first place, is the coordinating colors. It makes it so easy to be successful in card making because everything coordinates, and it just takes, it makes it a joy to craft, and it takes all the worry out. Good morning, Jeanne. Thank you. Cherry pie turnovers. I wish I lived by you. I don't bake. So the one thing I saw the other day that I like is rhubarb. Does anybody remember? You know, we used to have rhubarb in everybody's backyard. And I saw somebody had a rhubarb crisp. And I'm like, oh, man, my mom used to make the best rhubarb crisp. All right. And I'm talking and I can't tie a bow while I'm talking. So, but you get the idea of what I am trying to accomplish here. I know it looks painful, doesn't it? And we'll just pop that on. And then I'll be able to trim the edges. And I have one last little detail. There are some in-color matte dots that go with the in-colors as well. But I pulled out these strawberry rhubarb crisp. I'm coming to your house, Kathy. I pulled out my red rhinestones because I think these red rhinestones are just so flexible. They're red, but it just all goes together. And then I do have a white for my inside. Good morning, Catherine. That I can put in. I want to maybe stamp on that first. But here we go. Aren't those cute? Oh my gosh. I even brought them into my husband and my son yesterday. And, oh, aren't they cute? I asked him which color. I almost went with the Sweet Sorbet card base too, but they chose Tahitian Tide. So that's how that's how that went. So anyway, there we go. There is the Sweetest Cherries stamp set coordinating punch. Buy them as a bundle and get 10% off, and just enjoy creating with all of the ink colors and all of the new products. Again, find me on my blog at kimplayswithpaper.com and at YouTube and Pinterest and all those good things. I really appreciate you stopping in today and spending some time in my craft room. I will see you next Tuesday. Have a good week and rest of the week and weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.